Hi everyone, welcome back to LPB Racing for the LPB 70s series. This is the season review at Round 4. And here we are at Grand Valley for race 1 in the Nissan Skyline 2000 GTR. Don't forget to subscribe as well, guys. So here we are then in the Nissans. We've got Pash on pole from Nifty TY Bids, Neil and Anime, 5 lights, and away we go. And good start by everyone there, actually. Not a bad start. Pash actually with a decent launch. Gets a good run on TY behind and Nifty, and he looks like he's going to be on his own into the first corner here. As we get Bidster alongside, I think that's Anime on the outside. Yeah, it is Anime on the outside as they all pile down towards this downhill section. Got a downhill and a fast left into a fast right downhill. Just got to get the car slowed down. Pash in the lead, TY second. Everyone doing Formula Drift down the bottom of the hill. Absolutely brilliant as we go into the next section. Bidster and Anime alongside each other into the braking zone. And Nifty gets tagged by Anime, and Anime stops to let him go, but yeah, Anime tags him and Bidster with a massive slide out the corner. This old school car really getting the drivers to use 100% of their skill level. Yeah, Nifty just comes across, and Anime was there, and Anime thinks it's his fault, but I think really Nifty was in a bit of a slide. Looks like Bidster was there, and it all happened. But anyway, on with the race out front. We've got Pash out front from TY. Again, that really good start helping Pash, but TY's not too far off him. Pash a little bit wide out of that corner, but again, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because he can hug the inside of the apex around this corner. But TY will get a good run out of the corner if he doesn't get too much of a slide on it, and he does. He's alongside him. 10-lap race here at Grand Valley. It's the short version. GT7, not like the old school version where it's all grass and everything. They've sort of put it into more of a mountain setting, like a more of a yeah, like in its normal valley. But again, I personally do prefer the old school Grand Valley, but this is still decent. There's a bit of contact into turn 1 as they both try and squeeze each other. That's my line. No, it's my line. But TY holds position, and yep, he takes it from Pash, and down the hill we go. Pash relegated to second place. There's Nifty and Anime after their little coming together earlier. So down the hill, this is where the cars wait transition, and a lot of them do end up sliding, like TY is there. Massive sideways for TY as the back end goes light. Remember, these things are on like road-going tyres, so to speak. As Bidster slides his way up to the back of Pash, saying, "My turn now. I want second place." Neil says, "No, you don't. I want your third place." You got to keep looking in your mirrors, Bids. I'm right behind you still. We go down to the next right-hander into the last little complex section. It's everyone taking a nice line there. Bidster a bit of a wider line, but I think he's trying to get a bit of a different line for the last corner. Pash almost touching the sand on the way out of the previous corner there, as Bidster takes a wide line with Neil, so that'll help with the run onto the straight. But looks like Pash actually got a decent run there, which is good, because again, like I said in the previous races with these cars, it's all about momentum. All about momentum. And oh, speaking of Neil, and yep, there in the momentum, yep, he's right in Bidster's boot lid almost. He's trying to get in the boot lid of Bidster's car. So as they go down to turn 1, Neil Farmack beating the gearbox in Bidster's car. Hits the brakes into the corner and tries to go around the outside. Bidster hugs the inside. Now Neil can do this if he carries enough enough speed around the outside, but again, hard to do. So down to the bottom, sliding the cars through. Very old school way of driving. We've got to rely on mechanical grip. There's no aero grip in these cars. It's all mechanical grip. As Bidster throws it sideways, trying to catch Pash ahead. Oh, Pash throws it sideways that much onto the sand, and now he's got a tight line. He's got to try and cut back. Bidster's going to try and get a run. Neil's thinking, I want you two to please take each other out, and I can take second place off both of you. But that's not going to happen yet, Neil, I don't think. But you never know. Pash holds position though. Luckily, just holds position. Bidster going for the cutback line, but Pash parks it on the apex with precision as Neil has a little sniff down the inside of Pash. So Business says, I'm going to have a sniff down the inside of you. So everyone has everyone poking the nose in where it's not wanted, but so far it's helped Bidster, because I think he's just at, well, the lights say it all, how close they are. It was almost one conjoined 4-light car as we go across the line with nothing between them. I think this is the line here, and hardly anything between them. Neil sat in the draft of Bids or Pash. They can use both. You can get a big 2-car draft if he needs to, but not quite there as Pash runs a little bit wide there. That could be Neil's opening, but Pash, with him running wide, he should get good momentum down the hill, so he might be able to hold on to this. We'll have to just see. Bids is definitely in second place though, but Pash holds on to third for now, but Neil's gone. Oh, Neil's going tight in the next corner. He's not going to, I'm going to say he's going to drift then, but Bidster makes a mistake, goes wide, hits the barrier, drifts through. Pash lifted while saying holy doodahs, and Bidster's almost gone round it. What's Bidster doing? He's absolutely sideways as hell. Bidster, it's not Formula Drift. Calm down, man. But literally the ragged edge. On the ragged edge, these boys. But Bidster somehow, after all that dancing around, is still ahead. So it does prove that the best way to defend is drift and go sideways. Therefore, your car will be lengthways across the road instead of just widthways. So yeah, he's proved it works. So there's Anime, he's in 5th, Nifty's back down in 6th, I think after a couple of little errors. Yeah, lap 2 was a 42, lap 1 was a 50, so obviously a few errors there. TY meanwhile out front with nothing bothering him. Purple lap times, meanwhile these two still can't get enough for each other. Neil Farmack and Bidster still together, and Pash now doing the Neil from the earlier lap, and just watching over what's happening here as Neil slides sideways in front of Bids, and Bids goes through, and Neil loses the back end, and round he goes. There was no contact there, that was literally just hard racing. Neil was trying to keep his foot down, and round he went, unfortunately, and now he's going to try and get the car turned around in a fashion, Gran Turismo style, because if that was real life, he would have bent the front end in and probably dangled off the bridge. But yeah, unlucky there for Neil Farmack. As Pash has a massive slide in the background, and speaking of slides, there's Bids going through a shot again, it's like he's just doing the old rally driving Scandinavian flick everywhere, which is, for those of you that don't know what a Scandinavian flick is, you basically, if it's a right-hand corner you're going into, you flick the car left and then quickly to the right before you go into the corner to move the weight of the car around, sort of like, trying to wiggle the car around, and then it makes the back end loose so that it actually turns into the corner. You used a lot on older cars where you couldn't use the handbrakes weren't as good, and a bit of weight transfer just helps get the front end pointed in, and the rear end acts as a pendulum to help it go around the corner, and then you catch it on power. So yeah, it's not a very old school move, but again, with these old school cars, it can work. He's getting on board there from Bids. There's Pash behind, flashing his lights, saying, hello, I'm still here, I'm still chasing you, by the way. You've still got me to worry about. I know Neil's gone, but you've got me to worry about still. So he's going on the helmet cam with Bids into the first corner, looking back again for Pash. He closes in a tiny bit under braking. Nice and smooth there from Pash. The pink love, it's pink love Pash. The pinky Pash. As we go down there, there's Anime in the other brighter coloured car. Down the bottom of the hill, Bidster and Pash having Pash having a huge sideways moment into the wall, and yeah, just couldn't hold the back end. And that's what happens when you get too much of the weight transfer and too much of the pendulum effect, and then that happens. So unlucky to Pash there, but Anime will take that. We'll take another position. Meanwhile, TY out front, boring himself to death. He probably has the fastest lap to go for, because Anime's done a 28.0. So Anime's done a very good lap there actually. So good to see that he's still got the pace. Obviously he had that little coming together with Nifty on the first lap, which is why he lost time. But yeah, there he is, there's Pash in 4th, just after that little error, after that mistake he made at the bottom of the hill. There's Neil Farmack after his error earlier, and Nifty after his. So Nifty's had a few errors, I think. So that last lap he was under the 45 as well. So a few errors creeping in there for Nifty. He's a very fast driver, Nifty, but he's just sometimes his Achilles heel is his consistency. But he is a very fast driver. He just doesn't have the consistency sometimes. But again, over time, hopefully gets better with that, as we all do. We all try and improve our cons to try and make them pros over time. And this man doesn't have many cons. He has a lot of pros. TY, very, very gentle driver, very precise driver, and you know, we do allow that little cut there. That's fine. But yeah, you see TY doesn't. Well, I was going to say you see TY nice and neat to not slide in the car much, but this action that we're seeing in front of our very eyes is kind of disproving that point. TY is definitely pushing for that fastest lap. I mean, he might as well. He's got a decent gap over Bids. He might as well. He's got room to afford maybe an error or two before Bidster gets too close. But again, it's finding that balance. You don't want to take too much risk if you've got that lead. There's Neil Farmack into the tight, twisty section. There's TY going into the tunnel, trying to see if he can get purple for that fastest lap. There's Bids, 29.0 for him, a full second off of Anime's fastest lap. So you'll have to watch out for that, because Anime's still doing 28s actually, so he's looks like he's catching Bids slowly. There's Pash, hopefully setting a better lap time this time round after the faux pas last time round where he lost about 5 seconds. TY has gone faster, 28.0143, only just faster than Anime on his 0.68. But can Anime go faster again? No! It's a 0.2 lap time. Pash, that's better, back into the 130s, so Pash back on pace now. Neil Farmack across the line. 28.4, so he's catching Pash at this rate as well, so we'll have to watch out for that. There's TY. I think the fastest way through that corner is just to slide it through. There goes TY over the sand. Bister does the same. We are allowing that little cut there. That's fine. Anime does the same. There we go. We are allowing that cut because to try and wake transition, you know, backwards and forwards, it will start off that Scandinavian flick too much, and then when they enter this corner where Pash has gone through, they will be absolutely drifting round as Anime gets reset. Anime gets reset. The game GT7 strikes again. So he goes over that one, but because he's cut that one as well, that the game then sees that as cutting the corners too much, and yeah, that's what happens. So unfortunately, they're a little faux pas there for Anime, but yeah, you cut too many of those inside corners and it will reset you, unfortunately, which is something we can't get rid of on the game and on the lobbies. We've wanted to get rid of it for a while, but unfortunately GT7 won't have it. It's just fixed into their code and there's nothing we can do. So unfortunately, yep, that's how it went. So but we know we're going to see a very sideways Neil Farmack there. As we see then Anime again sideways up the hill. Meanwhile TY goes across the line with a 32.0 and Bidster on a 29. So TY's been pushing for those fastest laps. He got it, but he's been making a few errors here. So it looks like Bidster's slowly having a little catch up here. Pash does another 30, very consistent there. Neil a 29. So Bidster can see TY now, but the thing is TY, yeah, he did lose 4 seconds last time round, so obviously he was pushing for those fastest laps, but knowing TY now, he will literally just go for the consistency, and he's got the fastest lap, and we'll just see if he can bring it home. But I think that's probably what TY will be going through his head, but yeah, Bidster's trying to catch up, but he's just got to try and gamble that TY is going to try too hard, but I think TY is sensible enough to know he's tried for the fastest lap, but I don't think it's going to happen. Well, sorry, he's not going to improve on his fastest lap, sorry, should I say, because he's already got the fastest lap. So Anime goes through that time and doesn't get reset, so he looks like he behaved all the limits that time. So yeah, I think if you cut this first one where Nifty's going past there, you can cut that one, but if you cut this one, it will and a bit on this one as well, it will reset you. So which is very unfortunate, but unfortunately it's part of the game's thing. So yeah, in my eyes he was cutting a bit, but you know, it wasn't being that bad. It's part of the, you know, you do risk the cuts. The cuts are very risky, but they do gain rewards as well. So Meanwhile, on to the last lap goes TY, Bids, Pash and everyone else. Neil, Anime, Nifty there shortly as well. As we go on board with TY down the hill into the last section. Purple, 97,000s faster. A bit of sideways, and a lot of sideways there for Bids as well, as he's pushing hard as well to try and catch TY. As TY goes into the next few corners now, yeah, there you see he's been nice and silky smooth now. Meanwhile, Bids are throwing it round. There's TY, there's Bids, showing you the difference in comparison. TY's now just trying to chill out a bit. Bids just trying to push like hell to try and catch him, just in case there is a mistake from TY, but I think he's too experienced to do that. Anime, meanwhile, nicely through that first section, and almost wide onto that other section there as well, but he's okay, he holds on to it. He is catching Neil Farmack slowly, but I don't think he's going to have enough time left. But meanwhile, the one person in front who's got all the time in the world is TY, a 1:28.043, fastest lap of the race as well, to boot, and he's going to take the win here at Grand Valley in the Nissans down the straight as we go, just clocking over 100 miles an hour in 4th gear. As we get to the line, lights flash, TY wins race 1 in the Nissans. Well done to TY. And it is Bids doing 2nd place, not too far behind in the end, I must say. As here comes Pash in 3rd place. Neil was trying to catch an Anime as well, but Pash holds on to the podium place in 3rd, rounds off the podium. Neil Farmack just off that podium in 4th, and Anime will take 5th place in the bright coloured car, and it will be Nifty at the back in 6th place. We'll watch Nifty get to the line probably as we round it off, but yeah, just that unfortunate that first lap that had his issue. And then I think on the second lap he had another issue and another one on lap 5. But apart from that, if you look, ignore lap 1, 2 and 5, those lap times are pretty good, all in the 29s and the 30s. So good consistency from that point of view, just got to iron out those mistakes. But your winner is TY. And now we go to the overall standings off that one then. So it is TY who wins on a 1:28.0. Fastest lap from Biz doing 2nd, 3 seconds behind. Pash in 3rd. In 4th it is Neil Farmack. 5th is Tidal Wave. And 6th is Nifty Down Ninja. Next race is Grand Valley Race 2 in the BMW 3 Litre CSL 73. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. So here we are in the BMW. Lights on, 5 lights, and away we go. And good start all round there. Good start all round. TY, everyone's got, everyone really even start there. TY just gets to fold in for the racing line. Anime has a little look down the inside of Nifty into the first corner. Nifty covers that off. No way through. Oh, TY runs wide out of turn 1. TY's run wide, he's hit the wall. That's unlike TY. As then Anime and Nifty have gone through. TY's back down the 3rd now, side by side down the bottom of the hill. Careful, boys. Careful. This car's still a bit slidey. Not as slidey as the Nissan was, but still slidey enough. Oh, speaking of sliding, Anime's hit the handbrake already. Into the complex section. TY just holding on to the car there. Everyone, I think, safely through. We've got Bidster and Pash side by side further back. Nice, neat first half of the lap so far. I'm not going to jinx myself and say the full first lap because we're not quite there yet. And also, I would normally jinx myself. Yo, Nifty runs wide, gathers it up. That could be the opening for TY. He's there just to sniff away. But he's not quite close enough. Yo, Nifty opens the door that wide. A whale could have gone through the inside. But luckily, he holds the position. And TY doesn't manage to get the whale sized BMW up the inside. But yeah, onto the straight, we've got Neil and Bids closing right up to TY. NASCAR drafting style. Pash says, wait for me. I'm still back here. Hello. Well, we go down towards the first corner then. It is Nifty, TY. Side by side into turn 1. Neil Farmack with a lunge under braking, definitely confident on the brakes. Oh, sideways for Neil Farmack in the background as well. Bids didn't hit him. He backed off out of it, thank God. We go down the hill. So until Anime in the lead from TY from Nifty. Purple sectors will pop up since the second lap. So we've had a roll over the line this time rather than a straight line as Bidster. Oh my! That was some sideways action into there. So definitely got the rear end loose and did well to catch it actually. So yeah, Biz has a moment that puts his heart rate through the roof. We go on board with Nifty Dark Ninja into the last complex section. Behind TY, nice and smooth there from Nifty. To the last corner, gets a run out. Now TY does get a little bit of a better run out of the corner, I must say. So that's going to help him out a little bit, but again Nifty will have the draft, but then TY will have a slight draft from Anime as well, so I doubt they'll close up too much before turn 1, but you never know. So these aren't the fastest cars, so Biz pulls out from behind Neil Farmax, who's going to have a go down the inside into turn 1. I think he's actually managed to make it through before the corner. He's still on the inside line just to make sure that Neil doesn't try any cutback stuff. And he's got him. So Neil goes back down to 5th and Pash says, I'm back now, I'm here, hello, welcome back. I didn't go far, and now I'll go side by side with Neil because I can. As Neil then says, no you don't, I'm going to keep my 5th place, thank you very much, you can wait sunshine. Here we go into the complex. Through the right, through the left, bits of thought, chucking a lot of speed into Simmons. Oh, where's Neil gone? Neil's gone, he's off. Neil's lost it, he went past Pash, over the curb, oh, lost it over the dip, and that's how easy it is to lose it on that dip. And he just goes left, and a nice reverse park into the wall. Here we go, on board with Neil. Yep, just gets loose over the dirt, dropping the transition point, and for the weight that is, and round he goes. And then has to do a bit of a turnaround job as TY practically pulls the handbrake out of the corner, which is basically just wheel spinning on power. So, Neil Farmack falls to the back. I'm sure he'll be back at some point though, because knowing Neil, he'll put some fast laps and he'll try and catch up. As we go through the last corner then, can Nifty get a better run on TY this time round? It looked fairly even that time. Maybe even with a slight edge on TY getting a better run out of the corner. So the gap at the front remains the same. We've got Anime with a couple of seconds over TY. No, that's a couple of seconds, that's about a second and a half over TY, over the line. And then Nifty and Bids, it's the top 4 within about 5 seconds of each other. So, and then we've got Pash not too far behind, and Neil, like I said, doing a bit of catch-up work now. Go on to lap 4 of 11 of this second race here at Grand Valley in the LPB 70s series. If you're liking what you see so far, guys, though, don't forget to put a like on the video and subscribe. It does help us get up there a bit more. We want to try and get to 150 subscribers if we can at some point. That's our next goal, to try and get to 150 subscribers. So that would be really nice to do. Get us moved up that good old YouTube algorithm and get these videos seen by more people. That is our goal, to get this kind of sim racing, e-racing out to everyone. E-racing, e-sports. So anyway, into the tunnel. Bids is catching both of these now. Anime's still got the fast lap on a 21.8, but I don't think that's going to hold, because I think Bidster might be in for a decent lap here. He's done quite a decent lap here to try and catch Nifty, because they're both in black cars. So across the line then, but it might be a faster lap here for Bids. Let's see. 21.8 for TY, 21.6 for Bids. So I was right, Bids with a fast lap there. Has a little look down the inside of Nifty. Nifty leaves the door open and Bidster puts his nose there. Nifty left the door open, but now they're side by side on the way out. Brilliant racing room given from both drivers as they go down the hill. Now it might not be the same story down here, because there's going to be a lot of drifting involved because how these cars are. Bidster holds the line on the inside. Bidster's not one for giving up a move, and he goes through. I think he goes through. He's still side by side. No, he's not. Nifty's fighting back. Nifty's fighting back on the outside, says Bids, I don't care who you think you are. I'm not letting you have this easy, but Bidster goes through on the inside. And also TY's just passed Anime as well. What's happened here? It's all happened, so let's have a look at that. So obviously we saw what happened to Bids and Nifty. So we've seen what happened there. Let's have a look here what happened to Anime then. So something's happened to Anime for him to lose the lead. So he's gone into this one a bit tight. He's gone a bit wide on the way out. Hits the wall on the way out, and then, does very well to hold on to the car, actually. I'll give him that. Very well done on holding on to the car, but that could have been a whole lot worse. Bizzer slides his way through the corner, slides his way out, and Nifty's going to get a good run now on the way out of the corner as well, but no, Bizzer gets his foot down. Into the complex section at the top of the hill. There's TY and Anime, nice and close together. Into the tunnel. Out of the tunnel we go. So onto the back straight, also the front straight should I say, because it's the start and finish straight. So TY ahead of Anime from Bidster in third, Nifty fourth, Pash a bit further back now, and Neil he is catching Pash slowly, but I think Pash is more going backwards than Neil's catching, but we'll find out what happens in that a little bit later probably, as we keep an eye on the two main battles at the minute between TY and Anime and Bizzer and Nifty, but it looks like Bizzer's slowly leaving Nifty now to try and catch up to the front two. Oh, TY absolutely so TY two sideways. He almost does what Anime did the previous lap. Anime is around back on him now. I can sense vulnerability. Here we go. Let's have a go down the inside. He's going to have a look. TY opens the door and leaves him space if he wants to do it, but TY will be able to get on the power earlier out of the corner and should just hold on to the position, and he does. So if you're on the outside line, you can usually get on the power a bit earlier because you've got you're not turning the corner as tight, so you've got more overspeed, and that's what happened to TY, and he got a good run. But now TY's on the inside. Anime goes very wide to get the run onto the straight. Now, could that help? Well, Nifty's practicing his drifting skills, so not bad there, Bid. Not bad there, Nif. Not bad. And now, if you look, Bidzer's closing on the back of the leaders, and there's Pash, with Nifty going further back towards Pash, and then Neil trying to keep up with Pash. And across the line, it's going to be side by side into turn one for TY and Anime. There he is on the outside of the corner. TY hugs the inside, catches the curb, risky stuff TY. But Anime again around the outside is going to hold on to that more momentum, and could he needs to send it through the left-hander to get the right-hander sorted out, but TY Store just about has to fold in as Anime does a good move there around the outside, cuts across the sand, and we're good. Bidster now is here. Bids is here. Bids has arrived. TY is in an orange sandwich, so it looks like a lemon has been caught between two oranges. As we go up the hill, Bidster gives him a little helping hand. Come on, let's catch him. Let's not fight. Let's try and catch him. As into the top section of the track. And over the top, this last corner, very, very unique. Got to sort of keep your momentum up at the same time and try not to lose any time on the way out. TY, I think Anime had a bad run there. Anime had a bad run out of the corner. I think he must have caught the wall or something, or had a slide, or even a missed gear. But TY and Biz to go through here, and it could be, it's going to be 3 wide. They're going to go through, no, that's alright. Anime folds back in. It was almost 3 wide, but now TY's they've swapped orange cars in the lead. One orange car goes from the lead to another orange car. TY says, enough of this orange stuff. I want my lemon back in the lead. I want my gold lemon back in the lead, please. But Biz says, no, I'm going to hold it around the outside and try and keep it as door mirrors get exchanged between Bidster and TY as we go down the hill. Anime says, I'm going to join in now. Orange power as we go down the hill, sliding from everyone. Back end's trying to overtake front, sand in the air. It's all happening here in LPB Racing. Down into the complex section. Anime wide and so close to catching the sand on the way out and spinning the car out, but so lucky there. TY fills the camera full of sand as well. This is epic stuff. Who says you can't have good racing with just 3 with 3 or 6 cars on the grid? It's sometimes it's not about the quantity of numbers, it's the quality of racing, and that's what we've got here. As TY gets right up behind Bids and gives him a little shove, saying, "Come on, Bids, get on with it. Let's go." There's another orange one behind that we need to try and get rid of, but Bids will not be worried about that too much. He'll be trying to just worry about holding on to his position and defend all he can. TY there, you can see the draft there. He's got the run. He's deciding to push him. He's not deciding to move out yet. He says, "I'm not going to move out yet. I'm going to wait and see." So, Anime, I think that was more of an outbreaking himself move rather than trying to go down the inside of TY, but slightly outbraked himself there. Only just slightly. So down the hill. Sliding the car. Yeah, there we are. Sliding the car right on cue. There's Anime. Flirting with that outside wall. So close there. And TY and Anime did make friends with the wall in the end, as Bizster nice and neat through there. TY and Anime bouncing off walls. There's Nifty. No, Nifty! No, slide! It's fast, but it's not neat, as Neil does the same thing. Hits the wall. Pash says, I know how to do it. Nice and smooth. Meanwhile, back with this rabble at the front. Looks like we're going a bit all over. Oh, Pash has lost it. Pash has lost it. He's lost his 5th place, so when I was saying he was nice and neat, looks like he got the better of him into the corner. Let's have a look here. He goes, just goes wide rotation of the car, catches the sand, and just doesn't have enough lock to get the car back, and then finds reverse eventually, and gets back going, but that looks like it might be him down in last place for this race, unless we get Neil making a very, very similar mistake. So the front 3 have spread slightly, but that doesn't mean to say that the battle's over, because they're just trying to outdo each other on pace now. If Bizster keeps pushing like this, he might make a mistake out front. So TY and Anime have got to just try and stick with it, see what they can do. Anime favouring that shallower line into the first corner as TY goes a bit wider, then takes the shallower line out for one power earlier. See how Anime went closer to the wall from going on the inside initially, then running wide. Down the hill, we're on board with Anime as TY runs very wide there, and uncharacteristically wide for TY as he goes over the sand. Anime turn right to go left, turn left to go right, over the curb, hit some sand, build a sandcastle and try and take positions. But it's all happening here at the sandy Grand Valley. But definitely everyone pushing like hell now. Last couple of laps in this car. Still have 1 round to go as well, so it's not over yet, boys. It's not over yet. But Anime says, I know it's not over yet. I've got right all over this gold thing. Let's try and capture the orange thing ahead. So will Anime go for the teamwork and try and help TY close into bids, or will he go for the move? Nope, he's going to go for the move. He says, I want my 2nd place at least. If I can get 1st place, it's a bonus, but I want my 2nd place at least. If that was a photo finish, that would have been thousandths of a second between them two there. But it's this lap that counts, this is the last lap of the race, and this is the one that counts. Down the first corner, Bizster just needs to keep it nice and tidy now, and he might have a race win on his hands. Anime and TY want to try and stop that if they can. As they go down the hill into this section which separates the men from the boys as they all go. Yeah, they all keep it nice and sensible. I'm going to say sensible. How can I say sensible when Anime's throwing it round and keeping it inches off the wall and grazing them? He's on the sand. He can't get the car stopped. TY, this could be your chance if you can get on the power good. Anime's going to defend here. He's going to have to go the long way around. Well, Anime just about keeping control of the car, but TY forced to go the long way around. No way through there. Anime sits on the line. There is no way through for TY. Sits on the line again. No way through. The only thing TY can do now is try and get the mother of all runs out of this last corner, which I think he's going to try and do. He's going to try and go wide and then get the best exit he can. Oh, Anime's touched the wall. This might be the run that TY's been looking for, and he has. He's got him already as Anime's touched the wall, and he's lost momentum already, and lost a lot of momentum actually. So TY looks like he's going to get 2nd, but in front it's Bizster, who's going to take the win in the BMW. Bizster wins race 2 with TY in 2nd and Anime in 3rd. Top 3 separated by probably about, my guess, probably a couple of seconds to 2 or 3 seconds. Nifty is going to take 4th, just shows you if you can keep it pointing the right way. Nifty, it goes well. Well done, sir. 4th place for you. Neil Farmack will be in 5th, and it will be Pash at the back in 6th. Not really getting. I think this BMW, it's like Marmite for him. He either gets on with it really well, or he just doesn't. So the beverage sponsored BMW in 6th, and there is your winner again. Let's get a nice look at him. There it is. There's Bizster, the winner of the race. I'm trying to get a decent picture of him, but the cameras are being weird. There we are. We've just missed his opportunity again. There it is. There's the one. And on to the overall standings then. So Bidster wins the race at 1 minute 21.1 as well with the fastest lap. TY 1.5 seconds behind in second. Third for Tiber Wave, 2.2 behind the leader. Fourth for Nifty. Fifth for Neil Farmack. And sixth for Pash. And now we move on to Grand Valley Race 3 in the Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. Okay, so here we go then, in the Pontiacs, 4 lights, 5 lights on. And we're out and we're off. Neil Farmack on pole from Bids, Pash, Anime, TY and Nifty as we go down towards, up towards turn 1, so it's a bit of a climb uphill in this Pontiac. As we go towards turn 1, a bit more later in the evening now, so lights on this car into the first corner. Everyone alongside each other as Neil and Bids, a bit of door banging there, Anime sliding out wide, but I think we all lived. As Bidster holds the lead from Neil, Pash, TY and Anime trying to slot in there somewhere down the hill. What will this car be like compared to the others? Sports hard tyres, more road going tyres. The car's a bit heavier though, so it's a bit more planted compared to the other cars. As Neil almost loses it down the hill, the glare of lights just coming towards you is it's a bit scary. But we're into the complex section. Anime holds on. Nifty looks to get the cut back. There was a little pause from when I did the recording. I do apologise for that, but it's okay. As we go up the little hill into the complex section, Bidster's got a decent lead. Neil Farmack's holding everyone else back. I don't think he's wanting Bidster to pull away. It's just how it's happening. As TY runs wide. I thought Anime was going to have a little sniff down the inside there, but TY loves that outside line because then he can get a cut back and a really good run onto the straight, which is probably a good idea because the straight is kind of long and again all about momentum in these slower cars for this 70s series. TY in the draft of Neil Farmack as well. Pash being pushed out and Pash moves down a place. So after the first lap, Bidster leads from Neil Farmack, TY in third with Pash right behind him, Anime in fifth, Nifty at the back as the horns blare. Into the first corner, everyone nice and neatly through there. TY a little bit of a shallower line compared to most others, but we're okay. Neil Farmack, I thought he was going to be running side by side with TY there, but luckily he managed to hold on to a single file through the bottom. Massive slide, massive drift from Bidster in front. Neil Farmack runs wide though, that's going to be making TY lift off the power a bit, but I think we're okay. Into the complex. Anime runs a bit wide, and I think we're okay. Oh, it was Pash running a bit wide. Sorry, Pash running a bit wide, and just about kept it on the island. There's Bids, Neil, TY, everyone else just grazing the sand there as we go up the hill. Neil again keeping people back. Plenty of tyre squeal from these sports hard tyres. Around the last corner, looks like TY's gone for his trademark line to try and get a good run out the corner, but he did have a bit of a slide there on power as he got to the end of it, so that could lose a bit of momentum, but he's still in the draft. To fourth gear. I'm sure it's a 5-speed box, but obviously you keep the RPM a bit lower in the Trans Am. It looks like he's going to go for the move. Beep, beep, beep. I'm coming for the move. Bidster's like, hold on a minute, you guys have closed up. Leave me alone. As Neil and TY go side by side into turn 1, TY gets the move done. And meanwhile, we've got Anime and Pash side by side further back. It looks like Anime's gone through on Pash into fourth place. So 2 swaps of positions there into turn 1. Just shows you how it can change with the draft and moving up the straight and getting yourself in position for turn 1. Bidster's got a bit more company now. He's got just TY. Neil Farmack's hit the wall and lost momentum, and he's going to be trying to be chewed up by the pack behind. There's everyone going through the complex section. At the corner, a nice little twitch for Bidster and TY there, but they get away with it. Into the tunnel and out the other side. And this last complex, slight adverse camber up there, camber in, and then the last corner, a bit of adverse camber to deal with, as well as going round the long corner. We're okay. TY takes his usual trademark line around the outside, but not enough momentum this time, but he's got the draft. And will he try and go alongside Bids? I think he's going to try and do it. Nope, keeps behind him for now, not quite close enough. Well, if he gets any closer, he'll be in the boot, but there we go. Or in the trunk, as they say in America for American cars, but as I always say, we're British, we invented the language, we're right. As we go into turn 1, Spinster, TY, oh! TY just playing with the edge, literally playing with the edge of the track, which puts you on edge and puts me on edge and puts my heart rate up, and yeah, TY, calm it down. But yeah, risky strategy there from TY, because if you get too close to the edge, you could easily make a mistake, as he has a little nibble down the inside of Bidster into the bottom corner, but no way through. Just keeping that pressure on. Neil Farmer runs wild. Bidster slow. Bidster sideways hits the wall. He's round. Bidster's spun in the middle of the pack, and he's gathered it together again, and he's gone round again. Bidster putting on an absolute smoke show here. Everyone having to go round him. What the hell? Oh, now we've got another car going round. We've got TY's round as well. Oh, how much drama can you get in the space of 100 yards? So Bidster loses it and TY. So let's put this together then. So we come out of the turn 1. Everything's hunky dory. Bidster's in the lead. TY second place. And we go down the hill, and this is where the shit's about to go down. TY. Bidster nicely through the corner, nice and sliding. Bidster goes over the curb, hop, skip, sideways on the dirt, hits the wall. Nowhere to go for TY. Can't help but avoid him. Bidster tries to hold it, get it right, but then just keeps the power on too much and spins himself round again. And then TY just gets on the power too much on the exit of the corner. Probably busy laughing at what Bids is doing, to be honest, and spins himself round. And then does a nice turn to get going, and Bidster, after all that, passes TY back again. But nice hold from Bids, but then just keeps the power on. Round she goes, passes like, what the hell are you doing, man? You're ruining my race. I was like, what do you think I feel? I'm ruining my own race. But let's have a look how Pash saw this. Big smoke screen, big smoke screen, big smoke screen, sideways Bids. Holy, Bids, where are you going? What's your reversing? And then into the gravel, and then Pash gets himself out, but he's now lost the pack. There's TY after spinning. I'm going to call that officially spinning from laughing for TY. I'm going to call that spinning by laugh. So yes, that's what we're going to officially put it down to. TY spun by laughing. So after all that, let's take a breather. And Neil Farmack in the lead with Anime in second place. Pash, Neil. Put my tongue in. Neil's in lead, Anime's in second, Nifty's in third, and then Pash in fourth. There we go. Put Yorkshire accent on, that helps. So, and then Bidster down in fifth after all that, and TY down in sixth after laughing so hard he spun himself out. So Anime flashing the lights at Neil saying, I'm here, I'm still here, I'm still trying to catch you, it's not working yet, but I'm trying. So, after all that then, Neil inherits the lead. With Anime now in second place, so their battle for what would be fourth position earlier is now definitely elevated to something that's a bit more worth fighting for, which is a win. As we go down the bottom of the hill, two different lines there. Neil Anime taking a more tighter line on the way out, works in flirt with that wall, and he hits the dirt and almost does a Bidster, but luckily doesn't do a Bidster, because if he did a Bidster he'd be back down in fifth place, creating a smoke screen. And trying to blind everyone, and it worked with Pash. So the 007 smoke screen for Bids actually worked that time, but at least Pash gained a place out of it, but he did lose a bit of pace with the pack. There's Bids, there's TY, all playing catch up, and speaking of catching up, Anime's caught right back up to the back of Neil, and now Neil's got a job on trying to keep Anime back as he goes defensive onto the last corner. Anime's trying to do a similar TY line, but not quite as effective, but he's closer. But he's still within draft. He's definitely within draft. There he is. Hello. Looking back from Neil's car. This is the sort of the doggy camera. Looking back at Anime. Like you're sat in the back seat. This is what the kids see when they look behind. You see Anime closing up, saying hello. I've come to take the position off you, as it is rightfully mine. Goes to the inside. Neil leaves the door open a bit, but no way through for Anime. Neil breaks at the perfect point. Holds on to the lead, but he's still there. There's the blinding lights as they go down the hill. Now we're on board with Anime. Down the hill. Down the gear. Into the corner. In fact, I'm going to say nice and smooth for once for Anime, but Neil hitting the wall there, sending the sparks up, trying to create more drama. Anime's off. just about gathering it up. He's all right, just about. I thought he would get reset there, to be honest. But luckily the game says this time we will let you get away with it. But it didn't in one of the other races earlier, didn't it? It absolutely bit him like hell. Now Bids has caught to the back of Pash, who he inadvertently took out earlier when he was trying to recover and in his own 007 smokescreen. So into the tunnel then, Anime and Neil together, and Anime's line that time was a bit better. Still not as smooth as TY does it, but I can see the principle he's trying to make with the run out of the corner. Back to the leaders, there he is, he's right on him though, because he's working, he's getting enough run towards turn 1. It's not enough run to the line to win the race, but it's enough to get alongside for the first corner. We're on lap 7 out of 10, so plenty of laps still to run in this race. To the inside goes Anime, and looks to be a nice move, but can Neil hold on around the outside? No, he's he taps the wall on the outside, and he's left down in second place. He's still trying to fight it though. He comes back at him, he's trying to go, oh, he's trying to go around the outside. Mad manoeuvre. If he pulls this off, it'll be the move of the city. No, he doesn't. He takes Anime off, hits him off into the wall. Nifty goes through. Thank you very much, gentlemen. And that was never going to work. But 2 into 1 doesn't go. And Neil trying to turn round, the worst time ever. And Bidster and everyone hits him. Neil's now reversing towards traffic, and oh my, that went really bad. But I could see what Neil was trying to do there, but the slide just got the better of him, and he just couldn't hold the car anymore. And Anime was in the wrong place at the wrong time. You know, I can't knock Neil for not trying it, and Anime was just in the wrong place. There we go, off we go. Spectacular incident. And meanwhile, here comes Pash and everyone else, and all of a sudden Neil spawns in the middle of the track. Bizter hits him with nowhere to go. Pash ends up getting his car stopped because of how Neil's car gets wedged. TY's like, which way shall I go here? Which way are you going? I will go this way. Why am I seeing white lights and not red lights? Yeah, that was all a bit messy, really. But another look, we're on board with Neil this time, so he just catches that grass, the sand, and then into the wall we go. Take Anime with us, round we go, and then we're going to get going now and watch for the big bang. Boom! As he goes in front of the other cars, and then he's facing that way. Oh, hello, there's more lights, which way? I'll go this way. And Pash says, right then, I'll go this way since you've twatted me one. But yeah, not Neil's finest hour, but you can see the move he was trying to make. He just over-rotated it onto the stand. There we go. Anime, and then nothing that anyone can do. Nifty just about escaped that with his life. And then Neil recovers at the wrong time. Absolute wrong time. Shouldn't really be doing that. Should wait until it's clear, because he was out the way of everyone. And before he rejoins, but he, foolishly decided to do that. But luckily, most people survived out of that. But that was pretty bad, but unfortunately, well, like I said, Neil did lose out. But yeah, it was the actual move itself was, in my view, fine. He's got to try and go for the move, but it was what he did after when he was recovering that was the more frowned upon thing. So, but anyway, he's been there, done that, got the t-shirt, all done, and Neil now, unfortunately, is in last place and got to try and do some recovery work. But Nifty's not complaining. Nifty's out front in the lead, and TY and Pash are side by side over the line. So Nifty's got a decent lead now from Anime in second, Bidster third, and TY fourth, with Pash right behind him now in fifth after the Neil Farmack melee of lap 7. So on to lap 8, fresh lap, fresh mindset. Let's see how we go. Down the hill as TY and Pash still together. TY just edges ahead as we go down the hill. Nice weight now, a lot of weight transition there for TY. Runs wide, and it almost does what Neil did last time, but just about held it. No, then there was some kind of contact there, and it's all gone a bit messy. All gone a bit messy there, unfortunately. But Pash did get through. TY down to 5th, but yeah, it's that bottom of that hill, people trying the move, and it does get a bit risky there, so it's just one of them things. So, recap, Nifty in the lead, 25.8 last time round. Doesn't really need to go fast as that, but if he wants to, he can. But he's got a decent lead and looking at getting some decent points out of this. As Anime in second, further back. There he is. Anime is in second place, further back. And then we've got Bidster in third. These two still can't get enough of each other in fourth and fifth. Still side by side, still battling for position. TY edges ahead this time, but now he's going to have to defend into turn one because he knows how. We know Pash gets hungry. He sniffs the movies in there. Typical touring car driver. But nothing wrong with that. As TY slides his way out of turn one, and Pash nice and smooth out of turn one. We go down the hill. The hill that seems to have made most of these races so far. It's the hardest bit of track. As Pash demonstrates there by going a bit sideways, as TY again flirting with more sand. As he goes into the complex section at the bottom. Nice and neat there though for both drivers at the end. Nice and steady out. Oh, and nice armful of opposite lock there for Pash as he gets on power. So again, these things, there's no aerodynamic stuff. It's all down to mechanical grip and the grip of the tyres. With them being more of a road-going compound, the tyres aren't the grippiest. Let's just say that. So you've got to control the power of the low torque V8, and like I said, with old school tyres as well, not much grip. There's Neil Farmack back in 6th place. Final lap then for Nifty. Can he hold on one more lap and take victory in this race with the Firebirds? It's a decent car, this Firebird, nice car. So can Nifty win race 3 here? He's just got to hold on for this last lap. Down the hill we go, nice and neat, nice. Again, I think he'd rather this lap be about a second slower and just keep it on the island. Nice and steady, nice and neat. Anime meanwhile trying to push, trying to see if he can catch Nifty for the lead. Sand going everywhere, sliding the car through every single apex. No, he's run wide again. Is he going to reset him or is he going to be nice? Ooh, careful Anime. You've done that before, but luckily he's alright. So you have to be very careful with that. Very careful. TY has a massive slide out of the complex section as well into the last complex section now. The last section of the track. There's Pash, there's Neil. So back onto Nifty then. Inherited the win, but you've got to be in it to win it. You've got to be in there with the pace. He was right behind the other two when the incident happened. He was in the right place at the right time, and he has triumphed from that. So Nifty Dark Ninja wins race 3 in the Firebird. Well done to Nifty. It's Anime in second position. And it's going to be Bidster across the line in third place. Rounding off the podium. TY will finish in 4th. And then Pash will weave his way and slide his way across the line in 5th place, testing out the handbrake to make sure it still works. And here's Neil Farmack, the Neil McCrash Farmack across the line, and nicks the fast slap at the end just to boot. So that kind of makes up for his race. And there is a look at your winner, Nifty Dark Ninja. So the results of the race then, Nifty takes the win. Well done to Nifty, 3.5 seconds ahead of Tyler Wave in second. Bidster in third, rounding off the podium. 4th is TY. 5th is Pash and Neil at the back after that incident with a book to get to fast lap of 24 seconds. And now we move on to Grand Valley, race number 4 in the Ferrari 308 GTV. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. So on to the Ferraris then. 4 lights, 5 lights with Anime on pole. And we're away. So it's Anime from Nifty, Neil, Bidster, TY and Pash was the grid, and we're off the grid in the most powerful car, the Ferrari, on the more or less the same tyres as what the Pontiac was on. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Into turn 1. Anime holds the lead. Nifty holds second by look of it. TY and TY, Bidster and Neil looks like they're roughly 3 wide going down the hill. They've got to filter the way out of this somehow. And TY and Bids are still alongside each other, but I think they're just going to Tuck in as Nifty's hit the wall. Nifty's hit the wall. That's going to cause a massive concertina effect. But luckily everyone checks up in time. But Nifty did well to hold that, but just a little bit wide on the downhill part. But he's alive. He's all good. Everything's good so far as we all sort of jumble together out the corner. Pash at the back, just hoping that everyone takes each other out and you can go from 6th to 1st, but we'll see how we go. As we go into the complex section, Nifty wide at the front, and Nifty's now got a train behind him. Choo choo, it's the Nifty train. As we go into the last corner, Nifty runs wide, Neil dives up the inside, and TY, oh, slide from TY. Now Neil gets a good run. Animation's checked out. Bye bye, I'm gone. You guys battle. I'll see you next week. Anime has absolutely checked out. He's already arrived at the next round's track. As these three go across the line together, Bizter, Neil, and TY alongside each other. So Nifty and TY alongside each other. There's a bit of contact into the braking zone. But we're okay. TY goes through. Nifty just about holds on, and Bizter's the big loser out of that. He's gone right to the back of the grid. He got muscled out in that one. So a bit of racing contact into the corner, but there was nothing malicious there, just racing contact into the corner. Oh, Nifty slides down the hill. Pash now up into 5th after the demise of Bizter in that battle. TY up to 3rd. Nifty nibbling the back end of that Ferrari of TY, trying to jump into the engine. Because obviously the engine's in the mid in these cars, not in the front. We go into the last complex section up the hill. Use the camber to your advantage, and then the last corner, you got to be careful. The adverse camber. Nifty slides his way out again. Pash can smell a move here, I think. Maybe no. He tries to focus on his run out the corner for the straight. Sensible idea. As he gets right behind Nifty now. No, he couldn't do his run. He couldn't quite get the run right. So we all fold in for the straight. There's TY trying to catch Neil Farmack up. There's Nift. Passion Bids right behind. There's Anime. Like I said before, absolutely checked out, and he's already more or less at next week's race. Is that far ahead as Nifty's run wide into turn 1. Nifty's run wide into turn 1, but he's going to get a decent run out of the corner, and he'll hold on to the position. So, yeah, Nifty very wide there. But all's well so far. Going down the hill, sliding the car sideways. Pash wide, just about holds the car. Bizter a bit more aggressive, trying to find his way past Pash here, but no way through. Pash holds onto the line. There's no way for Bizter to get through, but Bizter goes for the run out the corner, I think. He's trying to get the run out the corner, but to no avail. There's Anime. Absolutely just checking out. Goodbye, Anime. Into the tunnel already he goes. Neil's not even at the tunnel yet. Pash still can't get Bids off his backside. Not the nicest thing having a Bids attached to your back end, but he's there. We're on board with Bizter now. The orange rumble. We go down to the first corner, down the big straight, 5th gear in the Ferrari. 130 miles an hour. We're going to reach 130-ish, 135, 130 miles an hour before braking. Brake, stamp on the anchors, get that car stopped. Neil's gone wide, and Pash has gone wide into him. Pash hits him as Pash goes wide himself and then hits Neil, who's already gone wide. But let's see what happened to Neil here. He was in 2nd place. Oh, just lost it under brakes. Just lost the rear end under brakes, and just the car went sideways. He was trying to keep out of the way. Pash comes in too hot and gives him a tap. Bizter says, "Thank you very much, gentlemen. I'll take 2 for 1 special. Thank you very much. Next week I'll try and bet buy one get one free." But that is what you got, Bids. You got buy one get one free. So. But anyway, Anime doesn't have to worry about all that. He's way ahead. TY 2nd, Nifty 3rd. Now Bizter 4th, Pash 5th, Neil 6th. After his mistake on the braking, just got this. Oh, and Pash has lost it now into the complex section. Back end over rotates, and round he goes. So another look at that. Yeah, I think I was right in saying it. I can say he just goes into the corner on the power. It's a bit too hot on the power, and just as they were doing the weight transfer, it just was too much weight on that back left corner for it to swap ends, and it did. So we're looking to Pash. We've got a bit more ground to make up now, unfortunately, but It's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Meanwhile, Anime, still no issues, absolutely out front, leading by a country mile, at least in it. I would say that's at least a 7 to 8 second gap, at least, to TY. Maybe even more, but that's just a rough guess at the moment. So we've got TY there in second. We've got there's Anime, yeah, 1:18.3 as well. So he's putting good lap times out as well. So he's constantly pulling away and making his lead even bigger. Not necessarily a bad thing, but he does need to watch out for later on because he might end up making mistakes from doing that. So he's got to be careful. You see Neil Farmack in that long shot, passing that long shot going down towards turn 1. Down the hill, boom, sideways bids, very, very, very sideways bids as we go down the hill. Basically finding the best way to get this car down the hill is to plant the rear end sideways and use the pendulum effect. To the right into the left-hander Neil Fark, a bit too much speed carried into the first part of that, but luckily gathers it up and doesn't lose too much momentum. There's TY, cool, cutting the inside a lot there. Gotta be careful doing that because it's risky of a reset, but also risky of dirt, more dirt on your tyres, less grip on the way out. When wheels stay in contact with the tarmac bit, it tends to be faster, and also it tends to be faster if you don't hit the wall on the way out the last corner, because otherwise you get Neil Farmack coming right up behind you. So let's try and avoid that, shall we, Bids? But yep, we go across the line, same order as last time. Anime from TY, Nifty, Bids, Neil and Pash. Yep, towards turn 1. Nice and steady and smooth braking there from Nifty. And Bids following him round. Neil Farmack a bit further back. Bids using the curb on the way out. Again, I think he's trying to push a bit more now if he can. Anime still trying to push, but again, like I said before, he's got to watch it, because if he starts to push too much and make mistakes or even get reset, that's his race done. He's got to be careful. But I think Anime is a bit like Neil, he only knows one speed, and that's 100%. It's 100% or nothing. So now I dare say Nifty is catching TY, and he is, because he's got he's 3/10 on his personal best. TY's pulling away as such, so it looks like Nifty might be on the move here. Out of the last corner, smooth as silk from Nifty. Oh, this time Neil decides, I'll tell you what, Bids, you hit the wall last time, I'll hit the wall this time, and we're leaving it out, shall we? You can have your gap back. So Neil, lucky to Neil there for tapping the wall, but actually again that's all it takes, a little tap of the wall. Loses you that extra 3 or 4 mile an hour onto the straight, loses your momentum, and in the end you could probably lose it easily half a second to 0.8 of a second just from tapping the wall and lose. It's not just the wall tap, it's the momentum you lose after. As Anime goes purple again, 2/10 purple. He's really trying to go for these fast laps, but I'm a bit worried about him, because he's got to be careful, because if he starts doing too much of that, he's going to end up going over the limit and make a mistake and really ruin his race. But he's just don't get me wrong, it's good to see, but it's risky, especially when you got that lead. But then again, if you've got that big gap, being devil's advocate, if you've got that gap, why not? You've got enough time to have recovered from a half spin, so to speak, so why not try it? Nifty is keeping good pace here with TY. So he's done last few laps has all been 19.7, 6s, 5s, and he's recently done a 19.2. Can this one be faster than that? Nice and neat again at the last corner, using all the road and a bit more, and just keeping a couple of millimetres width off the wall on the way out. They exit the tunnel down this long straight. We've got slight headwind and it's slightly uphill as well. And now Anime is through all that, and Anime has done a 0.7 that last time round, so he's still in the mid to high 18 marks. TY's done an 18 this last time round, 18.6 for TY. So he's on the pace of the front runner, but again I think he's just trying to keep it consistent, try and minimise those mistakes as he slides his way through the bottom of the hill. If Nifty a bit more of a wider line there. Ooh, bit of a snap as we hit the brakes there from TY as he goes into the apex and hits the brakes. Snaps on the brakes and the car just has a nice little wiggle. Nifty's closing up, but I dare say Bidster's closing up slightly to the back of Nift. That might just be where how the light's positioned. Can't really tell at the minute, but we'll see. Oh, TY, massive slide. Big power slide out of the corner there from TY, lighting up the rear tyres. And again, smooth as silk from everyone out of that corner. To the big straight in this Ferrari 308 GTB. Absolutely brilliant car. Mid-engined, proper Ferrari, proper H-pattern gearbox, proper nice looking car as well. Absolutely brilliant car with the pop-up headlights as well, just adding to the flair of the car. As Anime takes himself down the mountain again, 2/10 up. So the fast lap he must have had a bit of a worse sector one, but the other sectors must have made up for it. Don't get reset, Anime on, hits the wall. This guy really does only know one speed, and that's flat out. He does not do any sort of, I'll just wind it back to 85% just to get myself home. Now. This guy goes all for nothing. He's purple again in that middle sector. But again, I suppose if it gives you something to focus on, then it does help, and it increases your lead, and you've got more room for mistakes if they do end up being made. So it's that balance. There's TY, there's Nifty. Still more or less the same gap between all these, between TY, Nifty and Bizda. I dare say TY's pulled out a few tenths of a second, but I wouldn't say any more than that really. I'm not really pulled out any more than that. So we go down the straight. We're about to start lap 10 of 11 here, of round 4 of the LPB 70s series. Hope you're all enjoying this, guys. If you are, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really does help us out a lot, and it keeps this content coming for you as well. As TY runs very wide at turn 1 there. I'm just trying to inspect the railings on the outside. He went that wide, but luckily it didn't harm him too much. As we go down the hill. Oh, TY! Oh! TY's gone off. He's lost it. He's made a mistake. He's lost it now. Nifty's right on his back. Looking down the inside. Looking right. Looking left. Biz's sliding his way into shot. He knows he's got a chance now. Sliding his way through. But Nifty didn't find a way through there. But TY, just that little mistake. That's all it takes to close Nifty right back up. Into the top corner. Nicely done there by all the cars. This time TY goes for the inside line and Nifty goes for the run out the corner, and TY makes a bit of a mess of it, to be honest. He's had that corner nailed for all the other races, but that time just went too narrow, hit the wall, momentum's lost. Nifty comes right up to the back of him and goes along. Now Biz has got a double draft here. Biz is drafting TY. Nifty pulls alongside TY Last lap of the race. Will Biz to make it 3 wide? Now he goes to the outside. He does make it 3 wide. Into the corner, all trying to give each other racing room. TY and Nifty, door handle to door handle out the corner. Bizton just waiting behind for a mistake to be made. After the back of the second, he's on. It's on as we go down the hill into the long right-hander. Just keeping it on the road. Nifty does, just keeps it on the road, sliding his way into the next apex. Now he's got to sit on the apex like he's never defended it before in his life. There you go, nice and smooth. Bizster can't quite keep. Oh no, TY goes on the dust, and I think that's his fight for the place over, unless Nifty makes a big mistake. But just went too wide onto the Astro. Oh no, Nifty has made a mistake. He's gone wide, and this now will let TY close right back up. There's a look at Pash. Oh no, Anime is disconnected. Anime is disconnected. Oh no, Anime is disconnected from the race. I've just realised because we're looking at all that battle. So now this is for the win. Nifty up to the line. TY's going to try and come alongside him. It's going to be a photo finish to the line. I think it's just Nifty. Nifty takes it from TY in second, Bids to third. Neil Farmack finishes in 4th place. and Pash will finish in 5th. Excuse me. What drama there at the end. What absolute drama as Pash finishes in 5th. And there's a look at Nifty, your winner. So then overall results there, Nifty wins the race after the disconnection of tidal wave by 38 thousandths in the second and T1 in second. Biz to third, another 10th behind. Then Neil Farmack in 4th, Pash 5th, and then unfortunately it's a DNF for tidal wave, but he does get the fastest lap bonus point. Thank you for watching everyone, and we'll see you guys next time. Take care guys.